There we go. We reached our hour limit there. We're going to get Jerry back on to conclude our conversation. Here we come here. Let's see if Jerry's in here with us. We're going to wrap up, of course. We're going to make sure we give Jerry a chance to say what's up to everybody before we go. Of course, he is new to Instagram, so we want to make sure that he has a chance to figure out how to use this. Let's see if he slides in here. Unprofessional. Mikey, you called it. You know, we're working at the Kinks. That's part of the fun of live entertainment, live content. You never know what might happen. You know what I mean? You got to learn to fly with it. That's what makes a lot of wrestlers great, is being unflappable. And I like to think that I am unflappable. Just like right now, I'm waiting for Jerry to return so we can finish our conversation. I don't see him right now, but I sure am hoping. Let's see if we can find him. We're waiting for him. We'll give him a few more minutes to come back. This is a chance now for you guys to ask some questions to Jerry, you know, that I can ask him on the way out before. You know what I mean? Yeah, Channing and Jerry Lynn, two guys as good with technology as the other one. We're waiting for him to come back in now. If anybody has any questions, like I say, keep fire them in now. There we go. And there we go. We got him. Wait for it.
Hey,
Jerry, we lost you there, buddy.
I don't know what happened. It all of a sudden just went dead.
You know what happened? My conversations with your brothers went long, so they cut us off at an hour, and then you got to revamp it up again.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mikey.
I know, right? He really went on and was flapping his gums like usual. It's unbelievable. Where did I catch you off there, actually? Pardon me.
I was going to say this is no longer past my bedtime.
No longer past your bedtime? Well, is there bedtimes in quarantine?
No. I probably stay up later now.
It's like living in a casino 24/7. There's no hours, you know?
What no one knows is before, when they give me a hard time about my bedtime, was my shoot job before I started with AEW. I started in the morning at 5 o'clock, but I had a 45-minute commute. So I'd have to get up at 3:30 in the morning to get ready for work and then, you know, make the drive and get there on time. So, you know, getting up at 3:30 every morning is not fun.
No. And so let me ask you that. What is the motivation you have today? What is it that gets you keep going back to pro wrestling?
You know how it is. Once it's in your blood, you're screwed.
You're fucked. There's no hope. Yeah, you know what I loved when I was first getting in. I remember I heard. Oh gosh, I'm gonna forget. Oh, do you know John Bolin?
Yeah, I love John.
John Bolin. Do you remember when John Bolin had that awful injury south of the border a couple of years back?
Yeah, what was the injury?
I think he tore his urethra.
Gosh, it's been a while since I talked to him.
He was getting crotched on a guardrail and tore his urethra in Elizabeth PA, I believe, or something ridiculous like that.
I got to give him a call.
Yeah, you should. Anyways, I never forget. I heard him say it. This could be a good opportunity for me to get out. And I thought to myself, oh, fuck, that's a grim look for a young wrestler starting out.
That was a hint. He was thinking about getting out then?
He was like, maybe this is a good excuse to get the fuck out while I can. You know, I just tore my urethra live in front of 350 people, you know?
Well, X-Pac didn't get out when he tore his butt in my retirement match, so.
Is that when that happened?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we were having it was a four-way. It was guys Al had feuds with early in my career. They were still working. So I thought, well, we may as well have a four-way with them all. And then he went for the Bronco Buster, and the guy moved, and he overshot the buckle and hit the metal turnbuckle.
Now, I know your role at AEW, part of that is, are you agenting matches? You're helping younger guys book their matches and things like that?
Yes.
Do you get a real motivation from that these days, and getting to analyze it from a new perspective?
Oh, yeah. I love it. You know, it's almost like doing a seminar every time you go to work.
Hell yeah.
But we try not to handcuff them. We want them to paint their picture and, you know, and be them. Right. But if something sticks out like a sore thumb, I'll just let them know and explain why and how it could be better and stuff like that.
Well, you know what, I could talk to you all night, you know, and part of the beautiful thing about this wonderful internet relationship that we've developed is that we may have more opportunities to do so in the future.
Awesome.
But two questions I'm going to leave you with, I'd love to hear from you are, what in your career, as you look back on having a stop in so many places and spending sizable time in a variety of places, having meaningful runs in a variety of promotions, what do you look back as your favorite if you have a run? And I've tried to get you back into the ring for some time now. Is there ever going to be a chance we see Jerry Lynn in the ring again wrestling?
I really don't foresee it because my neck is, it was that bad. They had to replace three of my discs were completely flat. And I
Wow.
had stenosis in probably over a half dozen places, and one was central, right around the spinal cord. There was a spot, there was hardly any room for any spinal fluid to go through. So it was pretty bad.
You didn't make it
I
easy on
was
him, did
very,
you, Jerry?
no. And, I always used to joke and go, yeah, I'm going to wrestle till I can't. And sure enough, I did.
You held your end of the bargain. Congratulations.
Yep. I didn't have a choice in the matter. It was my body said enough was enough.
It catches up to you, eh?
Yeah, my bump card was overfilled. I was punching the bump card where it shouldn't have been.
Well, Jerry, I just want to thank you so much for being here with us today. Let me ask you this. How can fans follow along with you, and tell them what you're up to during the quarantine and hopefully going forward with AEW?
Oh, like I said, I've just been doing a lot of landscaping. It's something I actually enjoy. I don't mind mowing the yard. It's my peace of mind, and so I've just been doing a lot of that because we closed on this house in January. So it had. I like it because you're creating something out of nothing.
Well, you hear the extreme there. That's Paulie. That's our cue to say goodbye to you.
All
Jerry,
righty.
thank you so much for being here. You take care of yourself. Be safe, okay, Jerry? We love you, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Take care, brother.
All right. See ya.
Wow, that was one hell of an extreme reunion. I can't hardly believe it. I dreamed it up and it fucking happened. We had some great conversations tonight with Little Guido, Mikey Whipwreck, Jerry, Mother, fucking Lynn. Those dudes are so rad and they had so much to share with us tonight. Of course, what is left to be said on this IG Live with Channing Decker? I mentioned earlier on social that I was hosting another one of these discussion sessions Friday night, and we had some big guests planned. I bet you couldn't even fathom the fucking size of these guests. So I'm going to tell you like this. Going to start off with one of the most cool, calm, and collected veterans of the game that I get to share the road with very often and regular. More specifically for the theme of this episode on Friday, we're going to be welcoming Tyson Dukes to talk about his role on playing Chris Benoit on Dark Side of the Ring, and of course the independent scene and what keeps a machine like him going. Speaking of keeping going, Dark Side of the Ring, I can't hardly believe it. We're getting the man himself, Evan Husney, writer, executive producer, Dark Side of the Ring, the man himself. He's coming to talk about the show that's made him a star in my eyes and so many. Everyone loves this series. I can't believe it. I'm watching every episode on the edge of my seat. I know so many of you are too. You're going to get to ask him so many questions. Please fire me those in the DMs now so I can get him loaded up. I have 100 for him. I can't wait to ask. But of course, the guest of honor, as you may say, I do want to make sure that we give this guy the appropriate stature. I know there's a few of you now listening because they want to know, they want to confirm what everyone is hoping and wishing that I'm about to say. I know that this gentleman is responsible for a lot of what I do in the ring. That's for damn sure. And more specifically, more recently, people are asking to see the two of us in a ring together. I can't believe we get to do this. This is unbelievable. I'm going to play the fucking song to get everybody excited right now. You heard it here first. Mr. 187 himself, motherfucking New Jack, joins us Friday night on IG Live, 9 o'clock, to talk about whatever the fuck he wants. We might smoke blunts. I just don't know. Oh my God. New Jack's on the motherfucking show. I am Hardcore Channing Decker. You've been in here with IG Live, and we're fucking out. Yeah!